Welcome back, Yappers, to another episode of Binge, Yap, Repeat. I'm your host, Ruchi.
I'm your other host, Shalini.
And I'm your favorite guest host, Anjali.
That's right, Yappers. We have Anju back on the pod. Anju, how many episodes have you done now?
I think maybe like 5 or 6.
No, I think
Wow.
it's like 4.
Oh, 4?
Well, okay, you did Echo Valley, the TV show that we forgot the name. Untamed? No. That was the one that we did. The one with
Yeah.
the frogs. Oh yeah, the frog show. Then the woman in cabin 10. The frog show. It was like that summer camp for troubled teens in Vermont. I don't think you watched
Where
it.
was I?
Well, I don't know, but that's probably why Anju was doing it with me.
Yeah, because I was
That would
somewhere that wasn't here.
Yes.
Whoa, okay, I
and
gotta scroll
then-
back.
And then the woman in cabin 10,
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is the 5th.
Cool. And then All Her Fault,
Wow.
which will be next week, will be the 6th.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a regular.
Yeah, we need to get you a t-shirt or something. We need to
my
get
God.
ourselves t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna
true.
say, do you have t-shirts?
No, we have nothing.
No.
Well, Poonam won our word game. I gave the Survivor word puzzle thing in an episode, and Poonam got it right. So I'm giving her the extra Survivor shirt.
Oh, nice. Cool.
And we also have our anniversary coming up on April 6th.
Oh my gosh,
So
exciting.
we don't really know what we're doing yet, but it's gonna be something. Open to ideas, Yappers.
Yes, Yappers. If you want to see something specific for our first anniversary episode, please let us know.
Great.
Nice.
Okay, so before we get started on today's episode, we have an oopsie doopsie. So we spent a good majority of the previous episode on the Love is Blind reunion talking about how the next season is going to be Austin. It turns out the next season is actually Boston. So with a B.
I thought you said B.
So thank you, Tony. Shout out to Tony for calling us out on that in a very nice way, might I add.
He was like, I can see why you got confused because Boston sounds like Austin.
Oh,
That's
so
very
nice.
generous. Very generous of you, Tony.
Very nice. So thank you, Tony, for calling that out. Yeah, so next season is going to be Boston, and then I think there's a Denver season as well.
Did they not already have one?
I
They've done
thought
a
they
Denver.
did, right?
Yeah, they did Denver already. That was last season before this
Oh,
past.
you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
so not Denver. And then I think there's like a couple cities that are filming right now. And I think Austin, as of now, I believe is still in the pod filming section of their season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Boston is already filmed, so Boston will be the one coming out.
Wait, so Austin is happening.
Austin is happening, but it's not next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. We had this whole thing about like, oh, they're talking about Austin a lot. It's probably because the next season is Austin. And then it's like, no, that's not why.
Andrew, did you not listen to our last episode?
Oh my God. It was a long one. I started listening to it. I'll continue.
Okay. That's all I wanted to hear.
Wow. That's
I feel
okay.
like
I
I'm
don't think
threatened over here.
Oh yeah, we have a hybrid setup for those not actively watching us. So yeah, I'm virtual and Shalini and Anju are in the same room because they live together.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nice. Lovely. Okay. Should we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. So today's episode is about Paranormal Activity. We have 3 movies and a show to talk about. So Paranormal Activity I'll do the movie part first. Paranormal Activity is a 2007 American found footage supernatural horror film produced, written, directed, photographed, and edited by Oren Peli. It centers on a young couple, Katie Featherston and Micah Sloat, who are haunted by a supernatural presence inside their home. They then set up a camera to document what is haunting them. So if you're familiar with Blair Witch Project, apparently it's kind of like that. I haven't seen Blair Witch Project, but it's like the same thing where it's like a documentary footage style horror movie. And then, like I said, we also did two more movies. We did Paranormal Activity 2 and we watched Paranormal Activity 3. We did not watch all 8 movies that were in the series because I think Anju, you were the one who told us not to watch past 3, right?
Well, that's what I heard. I haven't actually seen past 3. But I've heard the quality does go down. So,
Okay. Well, we also read the wiki summaries of
Yeah.
4 through 8. And
Oh.
so okay, so like the first 3 movies are centered on um the Katie's family. So the first
Mhm.
movie is Katie and Micah, then the second movie is Katie's sister Christy, and then the third movie is when Katie and Christy were younger. And then I think the fourth movie, like the
It's
family
like
doesn't really
loosely
overlap.
tied. No,
Mm.
it's like something like there's another kid that's haunted and there's like a guy he's hanging out with, but turns out the guy is grown-up Hunter, who's the son of Christy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
and then the fifth movie was something like Toby is like taking a child into the realm or something.
Mm.
Yeah. Because I remember that's when Andrew was like, wait, I want to see what Toby looks like.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember now. Man, Toby. Cool.
Yeah. But like, I guess the real reason we're here today is to talk about the play.
Right. Paranormal Activity, the play, is a horror play written by Levi Holloway based on the film series Paranormal Activity, set in the world of the film series, apparently. I did not know that.
Hmm.
And it premiered in July 2024, had its West End premiere December 5th, 2025. And then I think they were just going on tour this year, and then they ended in SF, right?
Mm. Is that why it's set in London? Because it premiered in West End?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
That's why there's so many jokes about the like British tropes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought that was just because it was set in London, but it was Americans.
Oh. No, I've heard it was like intentional. It was like catered more to
for
a
British
Yeah.
audiences. Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. And then just very quickly, the premise of the play, it follows a new couple, James and Lou, who move from Chicago to London to get a fresh start, only to learn that places are not haunted. People are.
Hmm.
Okay. So let's start talking about the play. Anju and Shalini, so you've actually seen this play twice, and the second time around you convinced me to come and see the play as well. So what were your thoughts? Why did you want to see it twice, even though I know because I've seen the play?
Um, okay, well, I guess I can start.
Sure.
So I did not know what to expect the first time we saw this play, and in fact, the only reason we decided to see it is because we were randomly driving past the theater one day, and I was like, "Oh, there's a Paranormal Activity play?" And then you said that your friend had seen it,
Yeah.
and even though she doesn't like horror stuff, she really enjoyed the play. So then we were like, "Oh, maybe we should go." And then um so we got tickets, had no idea what to expect. Also, we hadn't rewatched the movies before seeing the play. We rewatched all 3 movies after the first time we saw the play, and so I couldn't even really remember what the original story was.
Mhm.
I think mostly what I remembered was the second movie with like the baby and the dog and like the teenager, but I didn't remember anything about the first movie. And then I guess the play itself I thought was so well done. It's only cast of 4 people, but it's so engaging and like there's very little music, very little sound effects. It's mostly just like the two people in the couple having dialogue and like scary things happening, but it was really well done. And some of the special effects were so spectacular that I was just like, wow, that was such a beautiful work of art. I would love to see that again. And then I think we were talking about like, uh, I don't know, I don't remember what we were talking about, but you were telling me that you had been reading stuff. And then I was like, well, it goes until March 22nd. Should we just see it again? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I had the same experience.
What was like the main motivation for seeing it twice? Was it like to understand the theater, like stage mechanics, or was it to understand the story more? How was it?
I I think for me, I did so much research after the first time we watched it that a lot of the things I was reading, people were pointing out that I didn't notice the first time. And so I wanted to rewatch it again to try to catch those moments. And then also, like, similarly to what you said, it was just such a beautifully done play. Um, I kind of wanted to see it from a different perspective too, because the first time we saw it, we were in the orchestra. And so it was like a little harder to see some corners here and there. And so seeing it from a different perspective because the set was so elaborate, I was excited to try to catch new things.
Yeah, the set design was so cool. It was
Ye-
like Yappers, for those of you who didn't watch it, it was this this two-story apartment in London, and you could see into every single room except for one. Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay. Oh, right, that room. Okay. I was like, there's a room that you
The
couldn't
room.
see. I was like, wait, yeah, I guess we were kind of to those like left side of the stage and we couldn't really get like a good view into the cross section. But yes, that is the room. Correct. Okay, wait, so now I'm curious about what I missed. I do have a lot of questions about the play, so maybe the second time around you kind of picked up on this. But okay,
Mhm.
here's my understanding. Okay, so very similar to Paranormal Activity, the movie, there's a couple, James and Lou. They start noticing random things that are happening around the house. It starts off pretty innocuous, like a chair is moved or like a door is moved or like stuff like that. And then they call a psychic, and the psychic is basically it's like starts questioning um Blue on her past, and it turns out that the person or like the thing that is haunting them is like maybe her mom, but then Lou is like, that's not my mom. And then she also says that Lou is a door. But then at the end of all of that, when crazy stuff actually does start happening during the psychic session, she's like, this was all bullshit. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know anything. And then she just runs away. So is Lou not a door? Like, what?
I think Lou is a door, but I think what did it so I think what really happened, and this is also what happened in the original Paranormal Activity, is that Lou and Katie are both being followed or haunted by a specific demon, and the demon presumably can like see into their past and knows everything about them and like all of their dark spots, and so like knows exactly how to effectively haunt them. Like for example, the demon turned on the gas of the stove because that's how Lou burned down her house as a child. um but I think when the psychic came, I mean, she admitted herself that she's a fraud and that it's all bullshit, because when scary stuff actually started happening, she was like, "I'm so sorry to have disturbed you. Like, this is all bullshit." And so she was, I think, trying to just like contrive this story of like, "Oh, you're just being haunted by your mother and your mother like loves you, blah blah blah." But then like it became very clear that that was not what was going on, because like chairs started moving and candles started going out, and or not Katie, Lou somehow knew that that was not her mom. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, but then so this is where it kind of gets like different from the original Paranormal Activity, because in the original Paranormal Activity, spoiler alert, Katie gets essentially possessed by this demon and then ends up um like killing Micah and then just like running away into the night. Where in Paranormal Activity 2, we find out that she actually like goes all the way to Carlsbad and like picks up Hunter on the way, and then
Weapons ran to Carl's.
yeah, weapons ran
my
to
God.
Carl's. But in the play, it actually turns out like the demon in the play, it turns out to be way more of like a justice warrior than in the
True.
movie, right? Because in the play, it turns out that Lou has, as a 7-year-old child, like intentionally killed her parents because she was essentially being neglected by them, like was also, I guess, implied abused by them. They didn't really take care of her, whatever. And then also we found out that James, her husband, when he was a 16-year-old or something, like drove drunk and hit a 12-year-old girl. And like didn't fess up about it and like was never implicated by it. So it turns out like at the very end, I think both of them do end up dying. So it's like the demon kind of says that they earned it in quotes by their like he's like haunting them, but then also like they deserved it in the end. Whereas like we didn't really have that with Katie and Micah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I have a question actually. So in the movies, I think it might be Mika or one of the boyfriends slash husbands. They talk about the difference between demons and ghosts,
Mhm.
where ghosts are like people in the afterlife, and demons are something totally different.
Malevolent
And
spirits was the
yes,
word.
okay, thank you. And in the movies, it was pretty clear that they were being possessed by demons, but in the play, it kind of seemed like Lou was being possessed by the girl that Jimmy killed, right?
Well, I think it was the demon. Like, I think it's all the demon, but the demon is all-knowing. And, like,
Mm,
is omnipotent, is that the word? Like, completely just, like, knows everything and the
Omniscient.
darkest parts of everyone. Oh, omniscient, yeah. And so the demon knew that that would that would scare Jimmy to remind
mm.
him of that. That was my interpretation,
Okay.
because I think all of these things are demons. None of it is ghost. Like, everything that happened in all the movies, none of it was ghost.
So she's not a door.
Well, I think she's maybe a door not to ghost world, but, like, to demon world.
To demon world?
Yeah, like, she's a door to the demon world.
I guess it could be that. I think another interpretation is that she truly is just a door, but these ghosts, even though they're human, they are still like malevolent, you know? It could be that too.
I just don't think I think the whole point of Paranormal Activity is that, like, these are not ghosts,
Hmm.
right? Like, we
Yeah.
saw that message, that's, like, the lesson that the men learn every time they open the book, every movie,
Yeah,
is
every
that these
movie
are
there's a
not ghosts. Actually, in the second movie, it was the teenage daughter, but, like, basically, every single movie, somebody learns that these are not ghosts, these are
Mm.
demons. So I think that's the message in all of them.
Huh, okay. Okay, because the ending okay, the other thing that I'm like like kind of like laughing about is the demon in the play Paranormal Activity like really wanted to be kissed by James. You know what I mean? Because there was so many there's so many lines where the demon has possessed Lou and is like, "Kiss me, James." Or like, "You haven't kissed me in a while." So I'm like, "Whoa."
Demon be
Demon
obsessed with James.
demon got a crush.
I mean, James is a looker.
Easy on
Is
the eyes.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell from our nosebleed seats. Is
Oh,
he a looker?
You couldn't see those muscles?
yeah, with the
No.
bat.
Wait, really?
Uh,
When he took off his shirt?
I think I was too scared to like look at other things.
No, it was before the bat when, like, in the first time they go to the bedroom, he's, like,
When he's
changing
like
into his
changing.
pajamas. Yeah, and, like, his muscles pop out, and they're huge, especially in that stage lighting.
Oh, I was like, okay, so I tried to look at basically everywhere else on the stage when like main things were happening on one part of the stage. I was
Mm.
this is a trick of the eye. Like they're trying to get us to look at him so that something else can go on somewhere else. But then I couldn't
Oh.
ever see anything else. So
Oh,
I
okay.
just missed out on muscles, I guess.
Probably missed out on a lot of the main plot.
I was listening. It's still
Okay.
here. Were there any other sorry, I did not have my notebook during the play, so I could
Oh,
not write
yeah.
down things and ask good questions. But were there any other like key differences from the play and the movie that you liked or disliked?
I do think, I guess, yeah, I think the biggest difference for me between the movie and the play was that the play kind of had a moral.
Mm,
Where the movie, it's just like pure evil that's taken over this person
mhm,
versus, yeah, and then the play kind of had a moral. So I don't think I like one over the other. I think like both were very intentional. But it was cool to like realize that there's a moral and that there's the takeaway I felt was that, like this whole time he was maybe not blaming her, but like he was putting all of the onus of this like haunting onto her and being like, "Oh, these numbers 159019 has to do with you. There's no way it has anything to do with me." And and then turns out it was him all along, and like he had
mhm.
just suppressed that memory so much that like he didn't, yeah, he like never thought that it could be anything to do with him. So I did like that message, but I equally like that the original movie has like no moral and it's just pure evil.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's, like, definitely more unsettling,
Mhm,
for sure.
mhm.
I read this theory. Can we get into theories?
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
I was gonna
I read
ask you.
Oh, okay. Um, I read this theory that this whole play was just kind of like purgatory for Jimmy. And the biggest piece of evidence is that at one point towards the beginning of the play, you hear a police siren, and it's an American police siren. It's not a British police siren.
Oh.
Yeah. And so the first time we watched it, I thought that was just a siren like outside of the theater. I thought it wasn't coming from the theater.
I did too, actually.
Classic
But
SF.
yeah, I know, right? It's so normal. But then the same exact siren happened, and I was like trying to listen for it because I read the theory after we watched it for the first time, and it was the same American siren.
Interesting. Because what do
Yeah.
British sirens sound like?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I mean, I think it's like woo woo.
Oh, rather than "Ooh."
Yeah. I know exactly where you're going. Woo, woo, woo.
Wow, we could have used any or all of these sounds for our oopsie doopsie.
Maybe I'll splice one in there.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice
Oh,
blood donation warrior
yeah, I
sweater.
just noticed that too. Someone donated blood
Someone
before
donated.
Valentine's Day.
Oh my god, I actually didn't because my iron was too low, but they
Wait,
still
I
gave
didn't.
it.
I also didn't because my heart rate was too high.
Oh, but they all honey.
LOL. Yeah,
was not-
Andrew got one too. He actually did donate blood, so I feel better about owning
Okay.
one of these.
Our mom also donated blood
Yeah.
for real and got one.
I brought a friend and she donated.
Oh,
Anyway.
nice.
Okay, play.
Oh,
American
the siren.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
so if this whole play was purgatory, it was like the demon testing Jimmy?
Yeah, so the theory is that the demon is really just the little girl that he killed. Or is
So it is a ghost.
well, okay, I don't know.
yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And like the demon slash ghost is just trying to get Jimmy to confess. And so the theory also goes as far as to say that Lou's story is completely false. And people are saying that she just made up the story about killing her parents to get him to admit to killing this girl.
I was wondering about that the first time we watched it. I was like, is that really what Lou did, or was that just the demon telling a fake story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first time I watched it, I thought it was real, but I don't know. You never know with these demons.
Or ghosts.
You never know what a demon/ghost is gonna tell you or not tell you just to get a confession.
Or a lie.
Remember, kids, whenever you're talking to demon/ghosts, have your lawyer present at all times.
Because you never know what they're going to try to make you confess.
Not legally obligated to respond.
You can plead the fifth. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Ding ding.
Oh, man. Okay, so that's why I was like confused about the whole like her being a door and like, is it a ghost or is it a demon? Because I think like in the play, they never really said anything about it being a demon, right?
That is true. They did
There was
not
no
have a
book.
scene where someone reads a book and
It's
realizes
true.
that demons are not ghosts.
There you go. Like maybe the whole time it was like just like the little kid haunting James the whole time. And the twist was that it wasn't Lou that was haunted, it was James.
Okay, then who the hell was the fat man at the top
yeah.
of the stairs?
Okay, good question.
Chapters right before intermission, right?
Yeah.
It was like right before intermission, the room that we can't see into on set, the door to that room opens and there's this like naked man, this giant naked man standing with his back to us and then like slowly turning his head in the doorway and then the curtain comes down. So that is the naked man that we're referring to.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
And then someone in the front row like screamed, right? Like a blood curdling.
That was at the beginning when she's like, Jimmy, we're not safe. And then the curtain drops and then there's a lady in the audience. I was like, ah!
That scream was like too good. I thought it was fake.
Yeah,
I thought it was part of the
too.
sound.
Me too. But then I was like, that did not happen last time.
Oh my
It was
God.
like perfectly timed too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. But a little hammy if you ask me.
Yeah. R.I.P. the people around her.
Oh my God.
Their Apple Watches probably noted a higher decibel level than is healthy.
Okay, so yeah, there was the man that was upstairs who like did that. What's the opposite of full frontal? Full backle?
Full. Yeah.
Posterior.
Yeah, posterior.
Full posterior. And then there was also the woman who it looked like was in kind of like a nun's costume who just like walked across that area in the back. The door. Yeah. Don't know who she is.
Who is she? Who is he?
But
her parents were supposed to be half naked when they died, so, 1 plus 0 divided by 2 is a half.
She forgot to mention on average they were half naked when they died.
One lady was wearing high neck, long sleeve maxi dress. And the guy was naked.
So on average, they were half naked when they died. But okay, but this is why I feel like it really was that she was a door and then there were these just ghosts just like coming through. So like maybe that guy was not her dad, but just like a random dude who like kind of peeked in through her door and was like, "Hey guys," and then kind of left. And then the other woman who was like walking across the stage was again like just another ghost. So like we don't really know their stories, but she is a door just like letting these spirits in.
Okay, you know what? I agree. I think the paranormal play, because it was written by someone else, they did not realize the significance of the book, realizing that ghosts are not demons. And so they have blurred the lines in the play.
Yeah.
Where the lines were very clearly drawn in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's that's our story. That they are ghosts.
Yes.
She is a door.
Yep.
And then it's the girl, the 12-year-old girl who is taking revenge through Lou on James.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
question. In that case, how come Lou has been followed by this spirit since she burned down her parents' house?
Maybe she wasn't.
Maybe she wasn't.
Maybe that was a lie?
Yeah.
Oh, so everything that we hear Lou say could actually just be a lie to get Jimmy to confess.
Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. Because did
Because he's
Lou
also
say
like, why didn't
anything?
you tell me any of this?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this theory.
Ooh. Okay, I like it.
A new theory here on BYR. Being
Heard
born.
it here first.
Exclusive.
Yeah, so I think we didn't really hear anything from Lou before she was like completely haunted, right? That like she had done all these things. Like did she react in a strong way to the gas being on?
No, until Jimmy was like, "Did you want to burn the house down?" And then she was like, "How could you?"
Mm.
So I and then the other thing is that wait, I was gonna say something else. Um, shoot. Okay, I don't remember. But yeah, I think she takes offense when Jimmy like contends that she maybe intentionally turned the gas on.
Mm.
hmm
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty messed up thing to say to your
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
Whose house
Yeah.
burned down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anju, were there anything that you like read up on that you were like, oh, okay, I caught this the second time around, but I didn't catch it the first time around because I
Okay.
want to know.
Yes, a few. Um, actually, two.
That is a few.
More than one.
One is at the very beginning, they're playing a song. I think it's Just by Radiohead.
Oh, is this when Alexa's like kind of going crazy?
No, before the curtains come up.
Oh, okay. I
They're
thought that
playing.
was also Alexa going crazy.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, anyway, they're playing the song really loudly, and then you hear a car crash. At the very end of the song, and then the play kind of starts. And I did not catch that car crash until the second time. Um, he also mentions when he is reading the Bible that he's like reading this passage that's related that he thinks is related to those numbers in the nursery, and he was like, "It hit me like a car crash."
Yeah,
So
I noticed that the
yeah,
second time.
some car crash references, and then some things that we noticed on our own after watching the movies and then seeing the play the second time is the bird hitting the door. That happened in, I think, the second Paranormal
Mhm.
Activity movie.
Mhm.
And then the faucet randomly turning on.
That
That I
happens
think
in the first
in the first one. Yeah, so a few Easter eggs here and there.
There are a few other ones too. Actually, let
Oh,
me get my phone because I wrote all of the ones down that I could think of.
Oh yeah. So also in the play, I think she stands up and like kind of watches James sleep for a little
oh
bit. And
yeah.
I was like, oldest trick in the book.
That's
Yeah.
so classic Paranormal Activity. I'm glad they put that in because otherwise, yeah, I feel like it was a really good callback to OG Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also very interesting also that they didn't make it about the demon, right? Because that was like it's very obvious that there are very clear references to the movies, but
hmm
just like not the main part of the movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay, and then I think in the first movie, Katie mentions that their house burned down, but we didn't
Oh,
see that in the third movie.
no.
So I don't know what that was about. The other thing was the bathrobe trick in the play was kind of done in the third movie.
True.
Yeah, with the bed sheet in the kitchen for the
Oh
babysitter.
yeah. Okay, wait, do you want to describe the bathrobe trick in the play?
Oh,
Oh,
yes. This was my favorite scene in the whole play. So what happens is Jimmy and Lou have just had a fight. Lou like storms upstairs, puts her bathrobe on, and goes into the mystery room.
And she's looking for slippers.
Oh yeah, she's looking for slippers. That's right. Okay, that's why she goes into the room.
Yeah.
Then Jimmy like is kind of having a monologue. He's talking to his mom. Then Lou comes out of that room and she's like kind of weirdly calm. She has a smile on her face, comes down the stairs.
And she's not wearing slippers.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
She comes down the stairs, like maybe says one word to Jimmy, and then she starts cooking and like cutting a bell pepper, and then her back is to the audience, and she's in this like giant floor-length bathrobe, and then suddenly she goes still. And then she's just still, and then Jimmy's still talking to her. He's like monologuing. And then Lou comes out of the same door in a bathrobe again, and the whole audience is like, oh! And then Jimmy like pans his view to where he thought she was, and then the bathrobe just drops to the ground. So crazy.
So crazy.
What are your
So-
theories on how they did that?
I think there's like some sort of like frame inside the bathrobe that would like keep it up even after she like got out of the bathrobe. And then there was a trap door or something, because I saw now that I knew what to look for the second time, I saw the bottom half of her was like kind of like rustling around right after the top of her went really still. So I think there was like a trap door and she exited through it and then like ran up the stairs in the backstage and then came out again.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think
Yeah.
like the cabinet, the kitchen cabinet or something has a trap door where you can open it. And it's
Yeah.
a trap door and you like go through. And then I think there was either, like you said, some kind of frame in the bathrobe itself, or just some kind of like stand or something that was maybe attached to the kitchen. I don't know. There's some kind of contraption that would make it like hold up, but then on an instant, like be able to just collapse to the floor.
Yes.
Oh,
So
so good.
cool.
The other thing that also really impressed me about the play, the other trick, was there is kind of a chaotic scene where Lou has gone missing and James is like looking around the house trying to find her, except it's also kind of like pitch black on stage. So he's like trying to find her with a phone flashlight, and there's like a lot of like stuff happening. It feels very chaotic, and he like looks at the couch and then he sees Lou is face down on the couch and he's like, Lou, what? But then like something else happens somewhere else and his like attention gets distracted because he's like, what's that sound over there? And then when he comes back and looks to Lou on the couch again, she's gone. And this is in a matter of 2 seconds. It's so quick. You're like, who was that?
How did they do
Where
that?
did she go?
That was so crazy, because also the second time since we knew what to look for, I was like trying to see in the darkness, like if I could see Lou wandering around or like crawling off stage or anything. I couldn't see a thing.
It was so
It
It was
slick.
so well done.
So
The
well done.
whole like set design was so good. They got the lighting perfect that when it was dark, when the lights were off, like you couldn't see anything. And so I feel like that's what made it possible to do these like sleight of hand tricks and stuff.
Yes. And it was cool because in other points when they do turn off all the lights, but they still want the audience to see what's happening, like there's enough ambient light from the windows streaming in that you can, but then like when they want you to see something you can, but when they don't want you to see something you don't. So brilliant.
Speaking of ambient light from the window, I noticed that over the course of the play, there is kind of a light that shines through the window and like moves away, kind of similar to how, like, if a car was turning the corner and then like turning away, that was how the headlights were coming through the window. And that happened over the course of the play. And at first I noticed it and I was like, oh, what does this mean? Like, what's happening here? But basically, at the end of the play, spoiler alert, James kind of like gets super scared and like backs out of the house and then ultimately gets run over by a car. And so I was like, oh, all of those headlights that were like coming towards the window was all foreshadowing the end of James.
Oh, I never put that together. Oh.
Also, yeah, it's James, Jimmy, same character.
Oh yeah, sorry. James did me. Jimmy John.
Jim, John, Jack, yep.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool too. Was there anything
Mm,
else you
okay.
noticed or wanted to talk about?
Um, I okay, I had written down security alarm because I couldn't remember, was there any point where the security alarm went off in the movies or no?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. Um, yeah. I guess just like other classic paranormal activity things like doors slamming randomly and like low rumbling or rattling noises and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one area of the house that the demon just parks itself in.
Yeah,
Yes, 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 yes.
true.
True.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is kind of like, I don't know. I feel weird about this part of paranormal activity because they always are like, oh, like places aren't haunted, people are. But then the demon still like parks itself in an area of the house.
But I think like it parks itself somewhere, but that doesn't mean that room is I mean, yeah, like the room is haunted, but like the person it's still there for the person. And so even if the person relocated, the demon would still find that person.
They would find another nook and cranny of the house
Yeah.
to like put
Mm.
itself in. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that it seems like it's a requirement of a haunting, you know? Like there needs to be a little spot in the house to kind of set up,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
put all your things away.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, I guess it's to like feed into the, fear of the basement or fear of the attic kind of like trope.
Mhm.
I guess. But yeah, I was like, it's not really lending itself well to the idea that a person is haunted and not a place if it's always like
A
in the
single room.
attic or like
Yeah.
in the basement or
But
like
that's not the only place it does stuff. It's not like only when you go into that room you get haunted. Like she was haunted all over the house. He was haunted all over the house. It's just like that room specifically is like scary.
I
Extra
guess, but
scary.
it's like why doesn't he just park himself in the pantry? Like that could also be a place to hang up your
Could
True.
clothes.
also be a place.
Yeah. Why is the writing in that room? Like all the
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah. I think that room was also kind of a source of tension for the couple in the
Mm.
play at least.
That's
That's not true in the
true.
movies, but because that was like the nursery, but like Jimmy obviously wanted to call it the nursery and like wanted to have a baby soon. Lou was like not crazy about calling it a nursery and thought it was bad luck and stuff. And
That's a
so
good point. Okay, I
yeah.
do like that theory that it is a point
Mm.
of tension and yeah, okay. I like
Mhm.
that. Okay. What did you think of the play compared to the books? Like did or the books compared to the movies? Did you think it was scarier?
Um, I I did think it was scarier. Especially the first time we saw it. I think being closer to the stage, it was also much louder. So yeah, the sound was a lot more startling. I think I felt more immersed into the play because like it was all just happening right in front of you, and like you can't really turn down the volume or like really look away. Uh, yeah, I thought it was the acting wasn't as like believable in the play because I think I don't know there I feel like Jimmy's character was very like
Like overacty.
yeah,
Yeah.
which
It's
maybe
just like
is
stage acting.
yeah, maybe is a requirement for stage acting. So that kind of took me out of it a little bit, but I thought because all of the tricks they did were live and we were like seeing it in person, that made it a lot scarier for me.
I think I found the movies scarier, but I found the play more spectacular. Like I think the
Mm,
play was way more interesting than the movies were because there was like it's just happening all in front of you. Like there's
mm,
no special effects or anything. It's like literally they had to make it happen. There was no post production.
mm,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I would agree. I think the play was a little bit more spectacular. And I did find the play to be scarier than the movie though.
mm,
Mm.
And this is interesting because I remember when I first watched Paranormal Activity, in 2007, I remember being so scared of that movie that I could not go to the bathroom alone for a week. It was, like,
Oh my
that
god.
bad. That was, like, the scariest thing I've ever seen. It was to the point where I didn't think that I liked horror movies or, like, scary movies because I
Wow.
got so scared from Paranormal Activity. Um, yeah, so I am happy to announce that I did rewatch it for this episode, and I actually found Micah to be the villain most of all,
Mm.
not the demon.
Because he was gaslighting her the whole time.
Yeah, I was like, this demon
Yeah.
is just a girl's girl who's trying to, like, dump his ass, you know? Like,
Well, it was also trying to take over Katie's soul.
tomato, tomato. No, because they did say that the demon, like, grew power from, like, friction, right? So as long as their relationship was really, really strong, that demon would not have any power at all. And yet,
Mm.
Micah got the Ouija board, he opened the door, he gaslighted Katie, and look what happened. That's
Mm.
all I'm saying.
But I don't think that was in defense of Katie.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Like, you said it was a girl's girl, but I don't think it was trying to help the girl.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, the reason that it got so bad is because
It's
Micah
because
was
Mika
like,
sucks, yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Mika, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. So if you didn't suck so bad, maybe Katie would still be around. Just have, like, little door slamming occasionally instead of, you
True.
know.
Full-on demon takeover.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Mm.
that's just a perspective that I'm putting out there.
You
Think
heard it
about
here
it.
first.
Demon is a girl's girl,
I would
especially when it's taking over Katie's body.
Why do you think the demon was staring at Mika for so long? Because this demon was like, Katie, girl, open your eyes. Look at this man. Are you not
Watch him
getting
for
the
hours as he sleeps.
Are you not getting the ick? Isn't the way he sleeps so weird?
Mm.
Yeah. I would love a paranormal activity from the demon's perspective. I want to see the demon
Mm.
finding a room to be like, okay, I think this is going to be my room. Like, good, like cramped enough. Like, it's good. Can put my little
Um,
picture of Katie here.
Wait, that reminds me. There was this really funny TikTok I saw years ago that had nothing to do with paranormal activity, but that just reminded me. It was like this like girl was dressed up as Voldemort, and it was like Voldemort with her little ring, her little locket, her little goblet, her little diary.
Dear diary, my name is Tom.
Or Toby.
Whoa.
I am Toby Demon.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that would be fun to see. Be like, dear diary, today Dennis touched me. Ew. First of all, so gross. How dare you? He is the first to die.
Dear diary, today annoying older sister Katie was trying to chase after Christy, so I punched her ass.
Yeah. And I pulled her hair. Yeah. Anyway, that's why I was really excited when you were like, "Oh, there are 8 movies," and then I was like, "There's no way the demon's perspective is one of them, is there?" It is not. It's
Oh
not.
man. I would
Sad.
watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know the character motivation for the demon.
I'm sure
What's
there's
your
fanfic
goal?
out there
Yeah.
somewhere.
What's their angle?
Yeah, what's the angle?
Yeah, there's fanfic out there for sure. Okay, anything else on the play? Fun facts.
um oh, okay. What is your theory about the bell? Of why the bell did not ring for Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, but the bell did ring Katie, or not Katie, Lou and Jimmy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can you remind yappers what the bell is?
Yes. Okay. So at the beginning of the play, um, Lou is complaining that Jimmy never listens to her and like doesn't believe her that she's being haunted. And so he buys her this bell that is a replica of the bell that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, author of Sherlock Holmes, had at his funeral to show that, okay, if this bell rings, that means there is an afterlife because I am ringing the bell. But the bell never rang, which kind of proved to the world that ghosts don't exist. And so Jimmy got Lou this bell to show her that like ghosts don't exist because this bell is not going to be rung. But at the end of the play, when Jimmy dies and then Lou dies, you hear the bell ringing at the very, very end of the play. So, what is your theory about why the bell rang for them and not for Sir Arthur Conan Doyle?
I think it was kind of just Chekhov's bell, you know what I mean? So it's like, the whole theory about like Chekhov's gun is
Mm-mm.
there's the author Chekhov was basically like if you introduce a gun into a scene of a book, play, whatever, the gun must go off.
Hmm.
It's like not a written rule, unwritten rule that like if you introduce something like a gun, which is like a loaded thing, the gun must go off. So I feel like that's kind of what the bell was in the play. It was like you're introducing a bell and you're saying that it's never going to ring again, which means that it has to ring, right?
Okay, so you're saying it was like a cheap writing thing that didn't connect to the canon of the bell itself of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
I think there were two things. One thing is I feel like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle said that he would ring it at his funeral and not necessarily the moment that he passed away, which is like,
Mm.
I feel like maybe that's like one thing. Is he going to hang around for his funeral and be like, okay, where's the bell? Where's the bell?
He's like, guys, I only have 30 minutes. Put the bell in front of me so
yeah,
I can ring it.
like,
I
or like
can't wait till
30
the funeral.
seconds. Yeah, like 30 seconds, right? Like you only have 30 seconds after death to kind of like do something, right? And you're like, like where's the bell?
Where's the bell?
And then the second thing is considering how James left Jimmy, like departed from the earth, which is immediately like a car crash after realizing that the person that he was talking to was not Lou, but actually this like ghost child that he ran over. Do you really think like his immediate next bet would be like, I gotta ring that bell? Like I think that was also like, huh? Like why is this bell ringing? But I also knew that the bell had to ring because of Chekhov's gun theory.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's like a meta thing. But like
Yeah.
within the story, it didn't make a lot of sense, right? I guess my
Yeah.
my only theory was that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's soul had completely moved on, but Jimmy and Lou's souls did not, and that's why they were able to ring the bell because their deaths were like interfered with evil spirits, and so their souls couldn't completely move on, and therefore they had access to the bell. But yeah, that's the only thing I could think of.
Or maybe because ghosts don't exist, but demons do.
So they were demons?
So it was a demon ringing the bell.
Oh, wait. But I
So
thought we
demons are
decided
people?
there were Wait, I thought we decided there were ghosts in the play.
I don't know.
Okay. Uh oh, we didn't really talk about the mom at all in the play.
What
Like
mom?
the mom coming to visit. So like she didn't
Oh, his mom.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that scene where he was video chatting her and she's like, "You're good for nothing. You know what? Here's some advice. Eat a bullet. Eat a bullet,
Yeah.
Jimmy. But before you do that, open the door." Oh, that was so creepy.
So creepy. Oh my God. So she didn't actually come visit them, right?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I
Okay.
think that video call and her visit were all like an illusion.
Wow. Wild. Okay.
Wild.
if you want to know what happened to the mom, go watch the play, which is no longer running. Lol.
I think it might be running elsewhere.
Oh, I thought SF was the last stop.
It said it was the last US stop.
Oh, they're going back to UK and Ireland in September
Mm.
2026.
Okay, great.
And then London is now until April 25th. And then
Oh, awesome.
another period from August 8th to, I don't know, probably until September. And then they go on tour like within UK and Ireland.
Cool.
And then I do
Okay,
think
great.
US is done. Yeah, US is done.
Nice.
As of today, March 22nd.
Whoa. Goodbye, Paranormal Activity.
Goodbye. So UK, specifically London Yappers, keep an eye out for watching Paranormal Activity.
Yes.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Theater.
Theater.
Also, I have to go to flag football right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, before you leave, Anju, who would you recommend this play to? Be as niche as possible.
I would recommend it to people who enjoy horror. I don't know how to be specific. Enjoy horror, but want something more immersive that like haunted houses, but are also scared of haunted houses.
Oh.
Interesting. I would recommend this to people who burned their houses down when they were 10 years old.
Amazing. She was 7, by the way.
Oh, sorry. My bad. 7.
But you want 10-year-olds. Okay.
Yeah, specifically for 10-year-olds.
I would recommend this to people who think that plays can't be scary.
Also true.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were laughing after the play. We were like, what are we going to tell like our Uber driver? Like, oh, actually, I just saw a really scary play. So like, can you
like turn the lights on back?
Yeah.
Okay, I really have to go.
Okay. Bye, Anju.
Bye.
Okay. Should we give ratings for the play? Like quality and enjoyment, or is the recommendation enough? Okay.
Let's do
Go for it.
I would rate quality a 4 out of 5. I think like really so cool to watch and like so many great special effects. I feel like the story could have been like a little bit better thought out, and the line between demons and ghosts should have, I think, been a little bit more consistent with the movies. And enjoyment 5 out of 5.
Nice. I would say, yeah, 4 out of 5 for quality. If I could do decimals, it would be on the high side of 4, to be honest. It would be like a 4.8.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, I guess although then it would round up to a 5. Let me think about this. I'll come back to the quality rating.
Okay.
Enjoyment rating, I would say a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
I think I did enjoy it. I was pretty scared, but I agree. I think I was like, wait, so who was that bald guy? Who was that woman? Was she haunted? I think I had a lot of questions at the end. I don't know if that's related to a quality rating or an enjoyment rating, but I think I was slightly confused. So I'll bake it into the enjoyment one.
Okay. I guess they're like very correlated, because if the quality's low, there's very little chance you'll enjoy it that much. But
yeah. I mean, well, reality TV shows.
True. That is very true.
That's always my canonical example of a low quality, high enjoyment watch.
Very true.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Okay.
Do you want to talk anything about like the actual movies themselves?
I
have so many
I
questions
guess...
about Paranormal Activity too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk about it.
There's just like so many unanswered questions. Like what was the basement stink? Why was the necklace missing? Did Abby ever recover the dog? Why did Martine...
I think Abby recovered.
Oh, okay.
Because he had to go pick up Abby from the vet. which I think means that she recovered.
Oh, okay. That's good. Great. Love that.
Yeah.
Um, and then also they had like they showed at the very beginning of the movie there was like someone had taken a dump in the toilet and I was like, did Martine take the dump? Like, what? That was never explained.
I think that was probably the dad as like a prank to the daughter. That was my interpretation.
Oh,
Because like
okay.
she was like, "Dad, you're so gross. Oh my god, no, that was not me."
It's kind of a weird thing to do.
It's weird. It's weird for sure. The poop in the toilet is huge.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, weird. Anyway, so I guess like out of all those movies, what did you think about them? What was your favorite?
Um, I think I actually think I liked the second one the best. Because I think it was like the right balance of a story that like made enough sense and like really scary things happening. Like I loved the how it started with the just like a single pot falling and then like the whole kitchen exploded and I just love the aspect of like the dog witnessing what was happening and that being further evidence that something scary is happening. And I think I liked that there were security cameras over all the rooms of the house so that it wasn't like just a handheld camera. Um so yeah, I like the second one the best. Also because I think there were more characters, which just like made it a little bit more interesting.
Mm,
Um I usually love prequels and backstories, like, that's usually, like, my shit, but so I thought the 3rd movie started off so strong, and it was so interesting until the very end when they go to the grandma's house, and then nothing makes any sense, and, like,
yeah,
it just totally lost it. Yeah.
I totally agree. I think when they went to the grandma's house, I was like, okay, finally, it took them 3 movies to change locations, and it turned out worse for them. So I'm
Yep.
glad that they were this is to all those people who said just leave the house. It's not gonna work.
Not
But
gonna
yeah,
work.
I think like a very key point of Katie's story is that her house burned down when she was a little kid. That was not shown. I was
Nope.
like, "Oh,
Nope.
100% the movie is gonna end like this," and it did not. It's like, "What?"
Right.
They did show a bonfire, though, at the end of the 3rd movie,
Mhm.
but not, like, the house burning down.
Yeah, it was giving Sinners.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
expecting them to break into Irish jig.
Yeah, but, like oh, she's still going. But, yeah, I think the 3rd movie, I think, was the best, 'cause I thought it was a lot more suspenseful.
Mm,
But I think they should have played around a little bit more with, the overall format. Because I do think
mhm.
I thought the second movie was a little bit slow, like, it took a lot of
Mm.
time for, like, stuff to start ramping up. Oop, and then, I thought the 3rd movie, they were kinda just, like, retconning a little bit too much with the same format, you know?
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I felt that so hard in the 3rd movie, and I felt like in the 1st and 2nd movie, there was always a very good reason that there was a videotaping. Like, it never felt contrived that, like, something was caught on video. Like, when the pots are being played with by the baby, it's because they're, like, videotaping the whole family. They want to catch something on camera, so they'll, like, tape it in intentionally. But I felt like in the 3rd movie, they were a little cheaper with it, in which, like, when Dennis would ask the mom a question, he would just, like, turn on his camera and, like, talk to her. And I was like, "Why are you
Yeah.
filming this? Like, there's no established reason that you should be filming this."
Yeah, he was,
Yeah.
like, filming people's reactions to, like, watching the videos or something, and
Yeah,
there's, like,
yeah.
no yeah, agreed. Maybe do you wanna just do a recommendation for the movies then?
Okay, for the movies, I would say if you enjoy horror movies and or you burned your parents' house down when you were 7.
Okay, so the play is 10 and the
Correct.
movie is 7. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Get them while they're young for the movie.
I would recommend this to people who have a cute little area in their home for a little demon to set up.
Just a cute little area that they hate going into.
Yeah. Just like a
Yeah.
little abandoned little area in their house. Would
For Demon
recommend.
to set up with his little locket, his little ring, his little diary.
This little nail filer.
Cool.
Nice. Okay. Binge in progress time?
Yeah. Are we doing binge in progress or are we replacing it with pop culture updates?
Oh my gosh, I have so many pop culture updates. Okay.
Oh my
Well,
gosh, okay.
I do want to talk about just like one thing before we move on to the binge in progress, which is I recently watched the ballet in SF, Don Quixote. It was so good. I think this is my first time watching the ballet, I think, like ever in any city. Um and I thought it was really, really lovely. Very impressive. It was so cool, like seeing the company like perform Don Quixote, and it was really nice. And then afterwards, there was a flamenco dancer in the lobby, just like after the show. So
Oh.
yeah, it was really quite an experience. So highly recommend people in SF. I think Don Quixote is running until March 29th. So highly recommend to go watch it if you get the chance. And also
Very cool.
F. Timothy Chalamet for his wait, did you? Okay, wait, sorry. Let's back up. This
I
week,
don't know any pop culture. Please
this week,
educate me.
this week in pop culture, Timothy Chalamet went viral because he did an interview where he was like, "Oh, the only reason that I'm an actor is because the ballet and the opera are dying arts," and like I think his whole family is like in ballet and opera, so it was even weirder that
Oh.
he would say that. Um, but yeah, that's why F. Timothy Chalamet, go see the ballet because it's really nice and great and very impressive.
Do you think he said that as a statement on how sad it is that they're dying and therefore more people should go see it?
No, I think he said it in a very like uppity way about like, oh, like ballet and opera are dying arts, right? Dying art forms.
Oh my god. Damn.
And that's the reason that I, Timothy, am an actor.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. Go support the arts.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my binge in progress slash stance. Let me tell you everything else that has gone on in pop culture this week.
Please do. I'm dying for
Uh,
updates.
okay, so a couple things. Upcoming shows or movies that have been released. Company Retreat, which is the same producers as Jury Duty, premiered Friday, March 20th. I think on Amazon Prime. I'm kind of excited to see it. Vanderpump Villa season 3 is premiering April 16th. Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling as the lead debuts at 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I did
Oh.
really enjoy the book, so I'm thinking about watching it. Kumail Nanjiani and Max Greenfield are announced to be cast members of White Lotus season 4.
I'm so excited for that. I love both of them and I love White Lotus.
Yes, so I'm very excited. Seems like a star-studded cast so far. Well, I mean, it always is,
Classic.
but yeah.
Who else is in it so far?
Helena Bonham Carter. Yeah,
Oh,
that was the other name that I recognized. Let me see. Season 4. Who else? Um, Chloe Bennett.
who?
I don't know if you know her. Charlie Hall.
Wait,
Chris Messina.
Chloe Bennett. Never seen her. Charlie Hall.
AJ Mishalka of Allie and
Oh yeah.
AJ
Oh, I
fame.
didn't know that she was in it. Okay, Charlie Hall. Who was the name you said after Charlie Hall?
Oh, Chris Messina?
Oh. Okay, he's Danny Castellano, right?
Yes, Danny
Okay.
Castello and the Mindy Project. Marissa Long, Steve Coogan, Caleb Jonte Edwards. These are the names I didn't really know. Jared
Marissa
Paul.
Long.
I was most excited about Kumail Nanjiani and Max Greenfield.
Yeah, me too. Okay, sweet. Wow, I'm so excited. Oh,
Okay, what else? Lily Collins is to play Audrey Hepburn in a movie about the making of Breakfast at Tiffany's.
wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
I was like, finally, she's playing Audrey Hepburn. I think she's
Yeah, she was born to play Audrey Hepburn.
totally agree. Okay, what else? Louis Theroux has a new documentary about Into the Manosphere on Netflix, which there's been a lot of like unhinged clips on social media from this show.
Oh, what is this show about?
I think Louis Theroux basically interviews these social media influencers who are like, I don't want to say leaders, but prominent figures in the manosphere.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting. Like Joe Rogan and stuff.
Uh a
Or
little
like
like
really
less high profile.
Oh,
Um
okay.
like there are people who are like YouTube channel stars, like Instagram people, like stuff like that. But like more of like the tier 2 influencers, I would say. Yeah. Okay, and then some sequel confirmations. Season 2 of Heated Rivalry is coming out in UK, Ireland in 2027.
Oh. Oh,
K-pop diva,
before the US?
yeah, before the US. I feel like the US will be a fast follow. K-pop Demon Hunters 2 officially confirmed. I think there had
Yay!
been like strong rumors about this already, so this is not really a surprise.
Mm.
The Incredibles 3 is coming out June 16th, 2028.
What? We've already waited like 20 years.
Let's see what else that you would care about.
Is
Oh,
it the same family?
I have no idea. All I saw was a poster that just said
Okay.
Incredibles 3, June 16th, 2028. I hope it is. We'll see. There is also a book, Big Little Truths, that is
Oh
coming out
yeah.
August 25th. The book is coming out August 25th. And yeah.
Put a hold on that at Barnes and Noble.
Wow, look at you. And then I think it's also like going to be set as a follow-up sequel to the series as well.
Mm. Oh, Big Little Lies is such a good book. Did you read it?
I did. Yeah.
So good.
Very good. Okay. And then finally, the last This Week in Entertainment news that I want to talk about is Taylor Frankie Paul of The Bachelorette and Secret Lives of
Bro.
Mormon Wives canceled today.
Crazy. And today it got canceled like what, Wednesday or something?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think it got officially canceled Thursday.
Okay.
We can talk. Okay, let's just recap the whole story. Let me recap the whole story for you because I was like
Perfect.
texting you this in real time as it was happening. So, okay, a couple months ago, it was announced that Taylor Frankie Paul, the star of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and also the main character of Mom Talk, is going to be The Bachelorette, ABC's The Bachelorette. It was supposed to premiere today, Sunday, March 22nd. And a couple days ago, there was this whole like rumor about, oh, ABC is thinking about canceling The Bachelorette. And everyone's like, what? Why? Turns out there was a domestic violence incident that happened in February of this year between her and her baby daddy, Dakota.
Not Dakota again.
Yes. And it's not, unfortunately, not the first time that this has happened. For those of you who remember Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, season 1, episode 1, huge time skip in the episode because of a domestic violence incident that happened in 2023. So what turns out what happened is I think the incident happened in February again. Then there was an investigation that was opened. And then a video from the 2023 incident was leaked. And then basically people everywhere online could watch this video. I personally haven't watched it. I think Shalini, you have, but it was very bad. It's like not like pretty
It's
scary.
really, really horrible. Just like so awful to watch.
Yes. And so I think as a result of that, I think Cinnabon was the first advertiser to pull out, and then ABC started having
Cinnabon on the
talks.
right side of history.
Cinnabon got morals. Look. So ABC was kind of talking about it more and then officially decided to cancel it on Thursday. So I think there are a couple theories out there. Some people are like, oh my God, how could they cancel it? Like, they've lost millions of dollars. It's also not news that she's a DV abuser. You know, like I said, like this stuff happened in
Right.
2023, was a major plot point in Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, this is not news. The second thing is some people are saying that it's actually not canceled and it's just like a a media PR thing that
So it might just drop tomorrow?
yeah,
That would
or
be
dropped
crazy.
today, right? Premiere
Isn't it?
today.
Oh, I thought it was Mondays. Oh, no, no. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I think it's Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's like the other thing that's like, what? What's going on? I don't think it's a PR stunt. We'll find out later today if it is. But
Yeah.
yeah. I also think that they already filmed and recorded the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I think the reason that they canceled it is because there is an ongoing lawsuit in real time about between Taylor and Dakota. You kind of know that whoever she chooses from her season of The Bachelorette, she's like not with them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, you
she's
can't like
like,
suspend the disbelief and just watch the whole season.
yeah, there's like no point to being like, oh, who's she gonna choose? Because you know that whoever she does choose, she like ends up back with Dakota anyway. So
Yeah, freaking classic. They will never stop being in each other's lives.
yeah. So that's the tea. And I was yeah, I was like putting all of this news on our Instagram story like as it was unfolding. So if you wanna learn more and see what's coming up on pop culture, follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
it. That's all I have.
Wow, that was so educational. Thank you so much for catching me up on everything.
Yeah, we even got Timothy Chalamet in there too.
Yeah, what other social media trends did I miss?
That's all I've had time for. I'm sure there's others
Okay.
out there, but those are the
Okay.
highlights.
All right, cool. Wait.
So next week, or actually this coming week, Shalini and I are going to our friend's bachelorette. So we will be out of town. However, we have a rewind episode where Shalini and Anju will do an episode on All Her Fault as a rewind.
Yes. All Her Fault. Yappers, if you want, you now have a week to watch it. It's this amazing show on Peacock about starring Sarah Snook, who played Siobhan in Succession, and Jake Lacey, who played the like asshole honeymooner in White Lotus. And their son goes missing. They're like this rich family living in this rich neighborhood, and their son goes missing. And there are crazy twists and turns in this show. It is so well done, and it has so many takeaways for the viewer. So, amazing show. My sister and I watched it back in December and still think about it, even though it's like 3, 4 months later. So, definitely go watch it. And then our episode on that will drop on Monday, March 30th.
Great.
Yay.
Well, let us know if you have any feedback. And again, if you have any shows that you want us to watch, our DMs are always open.
DMs open, comment on this episode on Spotify or YouTube, wherever you're watching.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye! Thanks for yapping with us. If you loved this episode, have some hot takes we missed, or if you've got a show you're dying for us to binge next, follow us on socials. We're at Binge Yap Repeat.
Until next time, happy binging.